want a different life? Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith said that you can break yourself free from your hereditary patterns, cultural codes, and social beliefs. Improve once and for all that the power of you is greater than the power that's in the world. To get to where you want to be, you must first understand where you come from. When you come into the world, you're an empty vessel. Your family values are poured into you. That's where you learn that you are wealthy. That's where you learn you're middle class. That's where you learn mom and dad had to work 2 jobs just to get you a pair of Nikes, which I did. You discover you're a Republican or a Democrat. I come from a mixed marriage. My dad was a Republican. My mom was a Democrat. Very confusing life that I've lived. Matter of fact, I still watch both primaries to see who's going to win, who's the best choice, who's the best fit. We are Christians, Buddhists, Muslims. You learn to drink your tea with your little finger raised. You know, I see Ornidra, you've been there, done that. You are programmed with a racial profile. Gender roles are assigned to you. And if you don't believe me, check your birth certificate. You know it's true. It says right on there, Susan M. Cameron Briscoe, girl. Susan M. Cameron, black father. It says right on there so that no matter what age I am, I will always know who I am, where I came from. Matter of fact, my father is a black Southerner with a 3rd grade education, a lifer in the United States Navy. And I grew up with, you can't do that because you're a girl. You can't do that because you're a woman. Black people can't do that. But Dad, I want to be an oceanographer. You can't do that because women don't do that. Black people don't do that. And of course there are other influences like religion, peer group, and your hormones. That's another speech, totally. All of those things are directing you on your roller coaster ride to becoming the wonderful individuals that you are. But sometimes the creation is, I'm not smart enough. I'm not pretty or handsome enough. But maybe on the flip side, you think you're more than enough, like Arnidra.
Got that one right.
I want to help you guys understand. You're trained with the 3 most dreaded words in the world. But, fail, no. How many of you guys got a F on a report card somewhere in your, yeah. I was an art major at Long Beach State, F. It happens to the best of us. Oh yeah. Those words are used to socialize you to become the most productive member of the team, the family, the tribe, the corporation, which is probably a good thing. On average, you hear 148,000 no's by the time you're 18 years old. How many do you think you've heard from 18 to where you're at now? A whole bunch. I'm still hearing them all the time, mostly from 5 and 8-year-olds. I'm almost retired, my niece's kids. Those 3 dreaded words and those values that you grew up with, they condition you to live your life without ever deciding the who, what, where, why. Tumbling to wherever the winds of life take you to. Locked in a prison that has been created for you. The news is you become the jailer. And the keys to the cell are the stories that you tell about yourself over and over and over again. Which in turn makes you try harder, trying to please everyone. Until one day you realize, this is not the life I wanted to live. You finally figured out you've been programmed. And hopefully your discovery inspires you to make different choices. I'm talking about creating a new you. I'm talking about using self-directed growth. I'm talking about overriding your programming. And first and foremost, I want you all to understand you are the CEO of you. You tell you what to do. You can change all that programming that mom and dad put you through and say, I'm not that lazy person that they said I was. Well, actually, that was my 7th grade teacher, Mr. Thomas, and he wrote it on my report card. Another art teacher. I don't know why I wanted to be an artist. I want you to take the opportunity to redefine yourself. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm 66 years old. I'm starting over again. Baby. Oh, thank you. I have not been called that in a long time. You two are my new best friends. I want you to override those negative values. You can do that by checking out the internet. They have values listed all over the place. Take 3 copies. You write something down and what you think you are, and you give another copy to a friend, and they write down what they think you are, and then I'm with you. I haven't checked out that theory yet. I'm afraid to give it to my best friend. But then that 3rd copy, you circle the ones that you want to adopt into your life, bring into your life. How many of you guys out there talk to yourself? Oh, thank God, I'm not the only one. Thank you. Well, what I wanted to ask you guys, what do you say to yourself? Do you say, oh, that was a dumb, stupid thing? Look in the mirror, oh, I look really fat in this outfit. I want you guys to talk better to yourselves. I want you to say, I can start that new job. Look, you let me know where it's at, because I'm retiring any day now, so I'll take it.
I've been retired 20 years.
Oh, you lucky woman, you. I want you guys to clean up what you say inside your head. We talked about the story that you tell yourself. You can write a new story about the real you that you are. I want you to use all your senses. Susan sings like a bird, only in the shower. Okay? Yeah, and the car. You know, God, she is an aspiring speaker. Look at her go. She took all the great classes to learn how to do this, including getting you guys to participate with me. I want you to be inspiring to yourself, because you can reframe what happened to you in the past, and you can walk a new life. You know how many lives this old kitty cat has had? Oh my goodness. I've reinvented myself so many times. And again, ready to retire, but starting a new direction in my life. Because that brings me to my third one. You don't ever stop growing. And if you do, I've got a room in the dungeon for you. You're never too old to go back to school. You are never too old to take a seminar, a weekend program. Matter of fact, I have one trainer that told me, read 3 books. You are an expert on it, okay? On whatever you want. You're never too old to go back to college. And I've been there many times myself. My goodness, they're getting younger and younger. Yes, some of them don't even have hair on their face. Grow you. Take those 3 dreaded words that we talked about and use them as the weights to exercise your character. Change, no, but fail to and. Yes, and success. If you fall down, change your perception. It is not a bad thing. It's an opportunity for growth. I hope you understand the great distance you've come. I hope you continue forward. Utilize the tools that we have shared. Instead of asking you what you would like to be in the world, I'm asking you to bring the best you to the world. Grow. Thank you.